Montini. CCU at South Bay going to Bay Harbor Hospital. 923045.
Alpha team, this is Echo team. Level 1 is clear. Copy that, Echo. Proceed with caution. 10-4. Alpha team, this is Echo team. 7-5 subject, 1096, and seems to be eating another person, 2-6. Copy Echo team, 10-0. Keep an eye out on your 6. Where there's one, there's more. Delta team, 2-3 backup requested with full riot gear. Situation is 1034. Copy that, Delta team.
5 affirmative, break, medevac 39, advisory 97 times 39.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today. Oh no, that's not going to work. There we go. So much better. So many more options. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Four Horsemen. Return after a couple of week hiatus because life. I think would that be a fair statement, gentlemen? Like,
yeah.
Or in my case, the opposite. We've been real busy, folks. Pete's been overseas. Trent and I went on an entire overseas. We've been around the world. Like we put Magellan to shape, sourcing only the finest worldwide ingredients. We got to bypass tariffs. We was using narco subs. We was doing everything in our power to keep prices low and quality high.
I tell you what, our friends in the islands, the cannibals and pygmies, great guys.
Yeah.
So much product available. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Folks, we got a whole separate line coming out of freeze-dried food. There it is.
But we can't call it spam. We'll have to call it maps.
That's a 2-pack right there. 2-pack.
It's real.
It's 2-pack.
Wait, and just wait, because what Trent and I are coming out with is just globally sourced. Like this is like minority owned, like women farmed, like child labor, the best of the best, like war crimes.
Pure international ingredients.
Oh lordy.
Pete's been chilling between Gaza and Ukraine, just back and forth, shuttle flight after shuttle flight, and Mike is just running the southern hemisphere of the globe.
You know, I went to Taiwan. I thought for a minute. And then they're like, "No, we canceled the war. You have to go back."
Not yet.
Folks, we got a line of desserts coming out. We got an eyeball parfait that you're going to love.
You don't let nothing go to waste, man. It's a sustainable practice.
So speaking of not going to waste, a couple days ago,
save the live stream quick.
So a couple days ago, I hit up my man, the roaming prepper, and I said, Pete, I need some Mylar bags. Do you have a link? Right, you got an affiliate link. If I'm going to spend the money, I always want to spend the money through a brother. I received my package from Wallaby today. And I am not disappointed in the quality. Like the bag of Mylar bags is like fucking heavy. It's fucking heavy. These things are not lightweight. They are not cheaply made.
So you got a bag of Mylar bags.
A bag of doesn't everybody have a bag?
It's like a pouch with bags.
It's a pouch with the bags. And it also comes with the oxygen absorbers and the labels and everything for the bags. And I bought it was like $60 to buy the heat sealer for the Mylar bags too.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw it, man. And thank you, the roaming prepper.
Thank you,
much
man.
appreciated.
By the way, Pete, send me that link also because I need more Mylar bags.
I will do it.
Also.
Well, it's funny, Mike. After you called me, I started digging up my little stash, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about like a week away.
Yep, gotta order more.
You know what?
Yeah.
Now's the time with everything going on, guys. I mean, truly.
I got hit today with this morning. Actually, I woke up to a text message from a homeowner about tariffs that are being put into place. coming up real soon here in like the next 2 or 3 days. If you're buying a bathroom vanity, a kitchen cabinet, anything of that nature, there is going to be a 50% tariff smashed on that bad boy here in the next couple of days. So if you're a builder, a tradesman, if you do that kind of thing for a living, or you're pricing things, food for thought, man.
You guys enjoying yourselves?
These increases are going to come rapidly and widely varying on really weird stuff from time to time, because some places make things and we source them from them cheaply, and El Presidente believes sometimes we're getting off a little too cheaply, so we're going to jack the price 50% or more on some of these items. So something to keep in mind, man. If you're going to do it,
I'll tell you right now, we're already
now, it's, you know, so to speak.
The energy sector, all of them, like the solar, the wind, the oil and gas, we're already talking to the companies we deal with, like, hey, look, you know, the solar panels come from over there, and the, you know, explosive components come from there, and you know, this is going to go up by X, and that's going to go up by Y. So it's going to be interesting last quarter. But gentlemen, introduce yourselves. I think everyone in the chat knows who we are, so why don't we start with this handsome gentleman here who's very serious with his nice button-down shirt.
I'm not wearing. Yeah, that's you. That's you.
He's pointing someone off camera.
Yeah. But he's pointing that way, but he means this way.
I mean this way. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
I am the Livingston man. I got a whole long, complicated story that I'm willing to share with you now. How much time you guys got? Started back in 1954 when they designed a Soviet robot that could mimic human capabilities reasonably well. I come off odd to people because I'm not actually a person, digital cyborg, but more like an analog cyborg. We didn't have like microchips and stuff, transistors, a lot of vacuum tubes and hydraulic fluid going on here.
There you have it. There you have it. Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I didn't even need to say
that. That was the abbreviated version.
Yeah, like I said, I could tell the whole story, but that, like you referenced, saving the live stream before it was wasted. So let's keep with that.
Oh, okay. All right. I am Mike, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. We do preparedness, survival related stuff, gear reviews, videos. Well, we used to make videos, but I gotta drag my cyborg out to the reprogramming fields and get him to start filming stuff again, because he does such a great job at it. Yeah.
Awesome.
You can do that.
Trent from Vision Preparedness. At this point in the game, I do everything, because who knows what tomorrow brings, other than we all gonna die Wednesday.
Yes.
True story.
And yesterday had turmoil. Today.
That's right.
Turmoil Tuesday.
That's right. So, folks, gentlemen, I'm going to go with the topic. We all agreed when we took our break, we're going to come back to this one. So we'll start there. And then we'll kind of see where the live stream takes us. I got some really good ones, including some topics I think Mike in particular would resonate with. On the community. But we'll go to this one first. So follow up from a month ago. What do we think of the National Guard in the streets? Success? Concerning? Move the needle? Thoughts?
I think it's wildly unpopular with most people. We get the idea behind it, okay? Restore law and order in the streets, this and that thing. And whether I still don't think that the impact of it has been proven to do anything. In general, it seems more that the actual threat of them being deployed, kind of drops crime off. But I feel like they're playing with fire. They're gonna go marching in arrogantly to some place, and something's gonna happen. And you're gonna get a new shot heard around the world scenario. Whereas, this is already very gray constitutionally. Coupled with people's kind of just anger at the situation, the American situation, I'm gonna call it. There is just this level of frustration and within everybody a little bit. And I think that these National Guard deployments, they reek of authoritarianism. Personally, speaking for myself, they reek of constitutional bending, if not absolutely tearing. And it's a dangerous precedent to set. This is America. And we're turning, I hate to use this word, but I'm going to just to make it make sense. We're to have stormtroopers in the streets. It seems like a lot big show, but is it really necessary?
Well, I tell you what, I'll play off of what you said, Livingston, man. We've become a nation that no longer fears higher power or authority, for that matter, right? I don't know if it was the video games or the cereal or whatever the fuck it was, but something changed in America that took God out of the equation. Right. And they took the family structure and they broke that up. So, dad wasn't even going to whoop your ass now because he wasn't in the house anymore. Right. Put everybody in a broken home, remove God from the home. And now you have this moralless, compassless society that is, just about without rule of law. Right.
If you think my reference was to Star Wars in the words of in terms of stormtrooper, I need you to go back further in history and know what a stormtrooper actually meant in that context.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're being smart.
I hope so.
But I think it's going to keep spiraling, man.
Joking.
It's going to keep spiraling. There is talk of this expanding much, much, much further than where it is right now.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I think this is going to go. It's going to go once they do it in one place. If it works, it's just going to be a cascading effect, and it's going to be city after city after city after city, because it will restore law and order temporarily.
Or will it just restore resentful obedience?
Well, it's going to restore law and order temporarily, because the people out doing hood rat shit in the street are going to have to go inside and chill out and play video games for a little while and do hood rat shit in GTA for a little bit before they can go back out in the streets, because the National Guard's out there right now. We got to chill out. We got to get inside and chill out and let this blow over. And once they feel they're all good and well off, we're just going to go back out and do our thing again. So it's going to bring temporary security for permanent liberty removal. 100%. They're going to remove 100% of your liberty. You're never going to get that back.
Exchange for your security.
Because every time the crime rate starts to go up, they're just going to roll the freaking Humvees down the road and let the boys get out, and they're going to stand on the corner, and that's it. Now the block is closed. Sorry.
Yeah, it's...
It sounds like the opposite of what America is, as we stand as some beacon of light against these iron curtain, completely controlled totalitarian systems. We seem hell-bent to enact one here now.
Trent, what do you think?
And I agree with Mike wholeheartedly. Once God was taken out of the equation, taken out of schools, systemically, fathers were removed from the home. The moral decay of the U.S. is on the incline, and it's not coming back no time soon, unless we, the people, demand it and institute it. National Guard, see, if y'all were 97 years old like me, I can remember when tanks were rolling down a particular street in a neighborhood of people of color in Columbus, Ohio, where they sent in the National Guard. So this is only going to turn into something bigger, like Mike said, that is not going to be good for anybody other than those that, can board a spaceship and go shoot themselves to Mars. Do I care? At this point, not yet, because it is not directly affecting me and mine. Will it in the future? I pray that it doesn't, because at that point of the game, then it's going to turn into guerrilla warfare, and I'm going to leave it at that.
All right. I was going to go there. When you do these overt, I'm going to keep using the words authoritarian measures like this, especially heavy-handed, bringing out guys in camouflage and night vision and shit. What you do is you drive everybody into their, proverbial safe house, and now you got a whole different breed of resistance to it. Where it adapts. And I see everyone's referencing Kent State here. I've seen a couple of them.
That is in Ohio.
Because where we stand now is on the fence between like not just straight up shooting protesters and fucking straight up just shooting fucking protesters. Pretty fucking close until we just start shooting protesters, because why not? The attitude is, I don't agree with them. Fuck them.
Yeah, you should. If they don't agree with you, you should be unalived because they don't agree with you.
This is absolutely the worst place. I'm certain that the founding fathers, if they mean anything to anyone, is this is exactly what they wrote the Constitution and built. Everything they tried to do was to be so that this didn't happen. They knew.
Right.
They knew. They had the gift of, they could see the future and knew it was going to happen, and still tried to tell us about it, but either couldn't or were circumvented by bad actors who needed to steer it a certain way. The gentlemen and women that Trent mentioned, there are those who stand to profit from our downfall, and they are going to. Mm-hmm. And in a crime investigation, what you tend to do is follow the money. So if you're looking for someone to blame, then where does all the money go and who has all of it? And that's where you start looking.
It's not us. It's not us.
Well, you know what kind of concerns me is right now they're kind of keeping the National Guard, which technically is within the purview in the perimeter of federal facilities. But you look at downtown Houston, you have like the federal courthouse, you have the State Department where you get your passports and the post service, and if you cordon off the block around each of those, you effectively shut down a whole section of the city. Right. My fear is someone's going to provoke, because they're a target right now. This is just me speaking. Yeah. They're going to come after these guys and they're going to throw a Molotov, shoot one of them like they've tried a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then the response is going to be heavy-handed. I don't think the soldiers, because keep in mind, most of them are from that state. Like Houston would probably get guys from the southeast Texas area. So This is home to them, too. They don't want to tear up their own home. Yeah. But if you start seeing, like, New York National Guard shows up in West Texas, or Texas National Guard shows up.
That's what I'm afraid of.
And not a mix for a big event. Oh, Washington asked for national.
No. Just send Texas to New York and New York to Texas and Chicago people to Florida and Florida to Chicago.
They're not local. That's not
exactly
for them.
Yeah. Then they're not worried that that's my cousin over there. You know?
To Lou's point, that's where you get say the California National Guard shows up in Houston, and so stupid Antifa throws a Molotov over Black Lives Matter and hits. Well, who do the soldiers turn around and see? Black Lives Matter and the Patriot Boys, whatever they're called, and they go after them. And then it gets ugly. Well, Antifa started it, but he ran away but he left the other guys hanging. I think if we start seeing one state's guard going to another state, not by invitation but by decree from DC, that would scare me. Because then who's going to protect your state? You know what I'm saying?
So I asked the magic box in the phone, the old AI, Chat GPT. I asked it, how many states have the National Guard been deployed to by President Trump? And its initial response said that it found sources saying that President Trump has deployed or ordered deployed the National Guard to 19 states as part of his recent crime and immigration enforcement effort. And it asked if I wanted it to list which 19 states those were. And I said, please do also list the cities they are deployed to as well. It says, here's what I found. on which cities National Guard troops are being deployed to by President Trump. Based on current reporting, in some cases, these cities are confirmed. In other cases, they are proposed or threatened. I'll separate confirmed versus proposed. Confirmed deployments, you have two. Washington, D.C. and Memphis, Tennessee. Those are two confirmed ones. The proposed and threatened or under consideration. It says these cities have been discussed by President Trump or his administration as possible future targets for guard deployments, but as of the latest reliable info, they are not yet confirmed. Chicago, Illinois, New York, New York, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Baltimore, Maryland, San Francisco, California. And it asked if I wanted to compile all of the cities and localities where deployments were either confirmed or likely with dates, so I would have a fuller map. I said, yes, please. And it said, confirmed deployments, troops actually sent and visibly operating. Los Angeles, California, June 2025. National Guard and Marines were sent to LA amid protests after immigration raids. Thousands were mobilized, and courts later found aspects unlawful.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, why didn't they? Because I was like, what about LA, though? You said DC.
So then it went on to say DC, August 2025, hundreds of Guard troops were deployed to the Capitol, and the administration temporarily asserted federal control over MPD under crime emergency action. And then in Memphis, Tennessee, in September 2025, Trump announced and ordered National Guard troops to Memphis as part of his crime enforcement actions. So those are the three confirmed places that National Guard has already been deployed to, right? And it goes on to say Portland, Oregon, late September 2025, authorization of 200 troops called up. The administration ordered 200 National Guard troops for the Oregon Pentagon, also called up 200 troops after Portland announced some outlets describing these as authorization call-ups rather than large ready deployment formations. Whatever that means. But it says proposed or threatened. You got Chicago, Illinois, New York, San Francisco, Seattle, Washington, Baltimore, Los Angeles. Again, they've already been repeatedly named by the president as places he would or might send troops. Also, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Louisiana. There's a lot of places that they want to send troops, man.
Shreveport's needed the National Guard.
Is Ohio on that list?
No, there is no place in Ohio on the list that I can tell.
We don't exist. We have
We don't exist.
we have predator skin around the border, so technically you just see through us. If you're on the west, you see through us and you see Indiana or Pennsylvania, and if you're on the East Coast, you see through Indiana or Pennsylvania straight through into Indiana.
It's all smoke and mirrors. What you have been told is Puerto Rico is actually Ohio.
Puerto Rico's flooded. Like they'd need the Navy there with boats.
No, it's not, Pete. It's flat, and they grow corn and have like Trent lives there. It's totally like it's the Truman Show, bro.
It's the Truman Show.
It's the Truman Show.
That's kind of.
I don't know, man. You guys, do you see this getting any better? Do you see them backing off the troops? Do you see crime going down? Every day the dollar is worth less, and gold is fucking going through the roof. Silver is going through the roof. Any kind of precious metal is going through the roof. The dollar is dying. And they're telling us everything's fine. Everything's fine. Best to cut. We're making billions of dollars in tariffs. Everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Who the fuck is making all this money in tariffs? Because I ain't.
Not I.
We're not.
But I can tell you who's in a close second.
Prices going up.
Livingston Man and our little endeavor, we're getting ready to storm, and we're going to end up being the two richest people on the planet.
Making power moves, bro. I mean,
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Soon you'll have your own channel on Amazon.
Food R Us. We're putting Amazon out of business. Food R Us.
I might break 500 subscribers on YouTube, bro. I'm like, shit.
It's coming.
What do
By the way, if
I
y'all have not subscribed to the Livingston Man's channel, please do so.
Yes, please do.
If you enjoy
You
absolutely have to.
schizophrenia and chaos, yeah, by all means.
That's the
Teresa?
place to be. Man.
Drop his link in the chat, please. Go subscribe to Livingston.
Tremendous tariff.
I'm telling you, Jason, it's
Tariffs is so good.
where is all of this tariff money actually going? I guess that's the biggest
Out
question.
of my fucking pocket. I just need to know it's going this way.
The elephant in the room says Trump man says that he's taking in billions in tariffs every day. Every day we're taking in billions.
Well, it's an indirect tax is all it is.
Yeah, but
what they're doing, they're raising. Because if I'm a supplier, I'm importing.
Yeah, but the
they say
ports
you
are
have to
taking in
pay
all the tariffs, right? They pay that back to the government.
Part of it goes to the feds.
Right. So they jack the price of things, and the people at the ports are like, "Fuck, dude, I'm sorry, I got to charge you more because asshole says I got to charge you more now. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. If you want to offload, this is what it's going to cost."
I guarantee you that is you at the end of the road who is paying the tariff.
But the dude on the boat, the dude on the boat, all of a sudden has to pay the extra money, and he pays the extra money, and the shit comes ashore, and then that money goes to whoever, and then everybody's got to pay more to come pick their shit up because the tariffs went up on their shit.
At the end of the day, the product we buy is going
cost
to
more.
And it costs
it's going to cost more. Plus the government made a bunch of money, and we're out even fucking more money. I don't understand where the help is coming in.
How do you like taxation with representation?
Narco subs, we have no tariffs.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. We go around that, and it's international waters.
International waters.
Duty free.
You know, I hear these guys down in Sinaloa have an excellent distribution system. You may want to talk to them.
but see, we're trying to get the grit out of the product from down there.
Yeah.
We do need good public relations. We can't be making overt relationships with war criminals and what have you. I mean, what goes on behind closed doors is what goes on, but we're not taking pictures with these dudes. I seen what that motherfucker Epstein was capable of, and all you gotta do is take the picture with the wrong dude.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you're on the news, and it's just bad. Okay, so
50th like, just had to get that out there. I got the 50th like on this
Gracias. So here's a question, spin off of question one, just real quick. You guys have seen Sarah Adams and Sean Ryan and all that stuff. Yeah. So somebody threw this at me the other day. Is that why they're kicking everyone out so quickly? Granted, there's implications in voting and implications in crime, but somebody said they think there's more than they're giving us a scary number. He said there may be more stuff going on, and they're like, we're going to flood the streets to find them as fast as we can and kick them out. Like that server farm they saw in New York when they had that big meeting. So what do you think of that? Is that a possible rabbit hole? Is that something that they're not saying?
What do you think?
All right. So as Americans, we witnessed a 9/11, a big deal. That's the big deal. 9/11, we've seen it. What could we have done? What would have changed it? This and that thing. And what I said is when they made like toll booth workers all of a sudden Department of Homeland Security and gave them Sig Sauers, I was like, okay, cool. But when the 747's coming at the bridge, what are the toll booth workers going to do? Pull out the 9mm and take the fucking thing down? I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
They're going to go under the desk and pull out their RPG and...
now, I like to think that the New York State Board of fucking toll booths has RPGs under the counter. I hope they do. That'd be awesome. I have a whole new respect for it. But problem is they keep automating the toll booths, so that's a problem. Unless they shit's got SAM missiles on them, then awesome. All right, but last I knew, this wasn't Israel either, and I think that. No, I don't think that terrorism warnings are why the National Guard is out there. I think the National Guard is out there and being rather conspicuously sent to only what the administration would call opposition states, blue states, is show of force. It's our fucking government, our fucking country now.
The big middle finger.
It's
symbolism.
Shut up. Shut up or deal with guys wearing camouflage and night vision standing in your fucking city. I don't know what to make of it, but I don't think that is why the National Guard is out there. I think the National Guard is out there to make a proverbial show of force for the Republican Party, for this administration. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think they're legit out there to quell the crime. The crime rates in these cities that these guys are being deployed to are through the roofs. You talk about without rule of law, you talk about these cities, right? These are the ones that are like 40% without rule of law. Walking down the street, you're rolling the dice whether you're going to get robbed or stabbed or mugged or catch a stray bullet, right?
Well, has he deployed them to Chicago?
That's in talks. They have to. They got big. Again, I just discussed all the places that they were going to, and that was definitely on the list.
Chicago often comes up in
gang violence.
Gun law versus rule of law stuff. They have some of the harshest gun laws, but also all the gun crime.
Correct.
But why wouldn't that be like number one target? I've seen YouTube videos, like quote unquote, like nighttime in Chicago.
I think
it sounds like the Orvis shooting range.
For authorization purposes, he would need the governor to say, yes, we would like.
In what
help.
Instance has he done that?
He's done that with a couple different places.
Yeah, a few of them.
The National Guard filed a lawsuit about it.
Correct. Well,
Portland they did.
The Democrats and whatnot do, but when there's lawlessness that's not being reined in, it's the government's job to protect life, liberty, and property. Right?
As a New Yorker, I was told Chicago was the worst of the worst, especially when it came to gun crime. But yet he hedges on it and sends them to fucking Memphis.
Well, the first place that they went was to D.C., where
the mayor of Memphis actually requested it. I heard.
Yeah, and people in D.C., man, the workers in and around the Capitol were getting assaulted and mugged and robbed on a day-by-day basis, and he said enough's enough, and deployed the freaking National Guard to the streets, and they went out heavy. I mean, they were literally out walking the beat, and they run into people, and they're like, hey, man, you're not smoking weed on the street, are you? You know that's illegal. You can't be smoking weed on the street.
So we're deploying the National Guard to bust people for smoking.
No. But any offense that they found on the streets, they were bringing people into compliance. Listen, you can't be doing that here. Let the homies know there's a crackdown going on. Y'all need to chill the fuck out. All right, we're out here. We mean business. I'm going to give you a warning. Next time I come through, we're going to deal with you. Okay, you get one pass this time, and that's it. Do
the guardsmen have arrest authority, or do they have to? If they see the crime, unless it's an act of violence that they have to intervene, do they just call it in and say, hey, PD, guess what? There's 3 idiots here and they're all stoned on the floor.
I don't know.
The United States Army and they got you doing this.
Right. As of today, well, as of yesterday, the 29th, Illinois still does not have National Guard. Trump is going to send 100 of them to guard an ICE facility because protesters are overwhelmingly out there and protesting it.
We are what's it, the shooting protesters clock? We're at 11:59.
And
this is imminent. They're going to start shooting protesters soon.
Right. And in Broadview, Illinois, a small suburb west of Chicago, that's where the ICE facility has been the site of increasingly tense protests. Attorney General Pam Bondi said yesterday that the Department of Justice was deploying agents to protect ICE facilities, arrest violent agitators on the spot, and bring the strongest federal charges possible. Now, in downtown Chicago this past Sunday, federal agents wearing face coverings and camouflage and carrying rifles stunned passersby as they walked in a group patrolling areas busy with tourists, questioning people, and making arrests.
Well, there you have it. The federal government is on the streets in cities in America arresting people,
disappearing
for
people.
for crimes.
And outside of
yeah.
the normal ICE, FBI,
Yep.
Correct.
Exactly.
Border Patrol, not outside of law enforcement.
When you have this is some IRA stuff. This is how insurgencies are built, right?
And you can get with this. You can try to
This is
stand.
terrible.
You can try to stand on it. You can try to like justify it and whatever. But this will end up boiling down to that argument where I didn't speak up for everybody else until there was nobody left to speak up for me.
And
Yeah.
Lou, to your point, I don't like the slippery slope, because let's just say it just continues like this, and then some future president, 2 presidents down, says, you know what they did in 2025, and they put the soldiers out there, or the blue helmets, or whatever other entity, but then it becomes Venezuela. You know, like once you set that precedent,
Yeah.
and that, I think we could all agree that's kind of scary. Whereas the governor of Texas calls his own National Guard and like, oh, we have a hurricane. Well, that's what they're there for the governor. But
I mean, if you look at the picture globally, governments are failing, right?
this is true.
Yep.
Very true.
Some countries have gone completely without rule of law, overthrown their government, burned the Capitol building down, the palace, or whatever the hell it is. They burned it, right? Ran the people out, killed them in some cases. There is an uprising of the people afoot, and it's going to continue.
Hey, do you guys want to learn the word of the day?
Oh,
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
the
what's the
word of the day. And
How do you
that,
do what Mike
that
said?
is
So let's not forget.
without CIA intervention, that these people are overthrowing their own government.
Yeah.
Talking about throwing.
That's what they tried to. They banned social media. So
Yes.
That tends to straighten up a society.
yeah, it straightened it right up. Straightened it right up. They burned the palace down. You what if you not get at Facebook? Burn the whole fucking country to the ground
Start
over Facebook.
They
Right,
got what
Scott.
they needed, not what they wanted. So the word of the day, and Mike's talking about here, is defenestration. Okay, defenestration. That word means to throw someone out of a window. And yes, it does. Yes, it does. Look it up. Go ahead.
Defenestration.
Defenestration.
Somebody throw that in the chat.
It's the art of making windows.
You know what?
Defenestration is the idea.
Horseman, I propose every live stream, Lou has to have a word of the day.
Word of the day. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a major historical event, the defenestration of Prague. Okay, look it up.
That
Prague,
is true.
Czechoslovakia. They did a J6, bro. Went in, threw corrupt people literally out the windows, defenestrated them.
That is the exact
Okay,
meaning of it. The action of throwing someone out of a window, the action of dismissing someone from a position of power and or authority. Correct.
Now, of course, thank you. I love this. See, I told you,
Look at
I'm
that.
not
Yeah.
dumb.
Throwing them out a window.
The action of throwing someone out a window.
This is great.
The defenestration of Prague was J6 where they actually
Jason
threw
Schmidt.
him out.
You get the window. Right.
The Putin solution.
The Putin solution. You get the window, I see.
Hey, isn't
Call
that
it
what
closing.
happened to that singer in Argentina?
Yeah,
That
he just fell out the window.
And then
Yeah, he just fell out the window.
was that auto defenestration, like he did it to himself?
We haven't considered the fact that maybe the window just did that.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the train.
Was heavy that day.
It's like, I mean, there's two things, like even with conspiracy theories, like nobody entertains the opposite idea, like that JFK possibly shot at at Oswald first, or even that maybe his head just did that.
His brain had defenestration from his
Defenestrated itself.
I say it was the driver who turned around and shot JFK.
Yeah.
And the bullet was indeed magic. It was blessed by like a shaman, like many years ago. Like it was.
Tuck using it in a sentence.
Yes, you can. If you have windows, is all it requires.
All it requires is
Throw
windows.
them out the window. They just
Now,
won't go very far.
Is there a corresponding term to like throwing somebody out the door?
Gotta be. You'll have to look that one up.
I bet you that's different. Because it like tossed out by his ass. Yeah, I'm saying if you have windows, you can defenestrate. It's okay, man.
It's called expel.
Oh,
Man, that just don't even hit right. I ain't got enough. That doesn't have enough syllables to even sound smart. Expel you, demon. Poof, out the door. Defenestrate you, demon. That shit.
Defenestrate. Yes. Defenestrate is the definition of throwing someone out the door.
So the door or window. So throwing someone out a thing that opens. Got it.
Out of a portal of the home.
So you could technically, if you were strong enough, defenestrate someone through an elevator door.
Yes.
Oh, totally.
That would be harsh, bro. Poof, and then it goes down a foot.
Chuck 'em.
Yeah.
Right out the elevator.
I learned something new.
So I've got one more for you about the feds. Let's see. We're all going to wind up in jail and getting visits.
Rabbit hole.
Defenestration.
But this one's a little closer to home for some of us. YouTube/Google recently gave the information of a commenter who was in someone else's chat. Like a guy was doing a chat, and he started making very specific threats. And then they went and found the guy and arrested him. And it was a very specific threat. I won't say it, but it was kind of ugly.
Is this a concern? Maybe. But the idea that these big tech companies collude with intelligence agency is not even new. They do. Yes. And if you talk like wild shit, like you could get flagged and you could catch a visit and you could do other stuff. Like you should really be easy about what you say, because these days, you don't know.
People take it seriously.
Are you joking or are you not? They cannot afford to assume you're joking.
No.
So if you say some wild shit, well, fuck around and find out, man.
But to be fair, if you went into the street and yapped off a bunch of wild shit,
now your First Amendment rights kind of matter, though, if you're on a soapbox in the street. As long as you're not being inflammatory or otherwise making a dangerous situation for yourself or other people.
Threatening, something like that. Yeah.
On a private,
threats are another thing.
A privately owned, or in the case of these big tech companies, publicly shareholder-owned platforms, those terms and conditions that you agreed to and didn't read, you're bound to them. And you have to abide them, or they can take the necessary action. And it's probably written in there somewhere that if you act a fool, well, we don't pass this shit along.
Well, here in the People's Republic of New Yorkistan, all social media is monitored by the New York State Police and the FBI, the CIA, everybody. Everybody monitors everything.
Hi.
They watch all the time. They watch in real time. They've got AI bots that watch and wait for keywords, and if the right keywords are triggered in the right sequence, it sends it up the chain of command to somebody else who says, it's time to pay somebody a visit. We want to talk to that guy right there, and they will show up.
So if I went to AI and asked it, what are the keywords? And it gave me this list of words, and I just did a whole video where I just read those words and cursed.
Years ago, there was a list that came out about all of the trigger words that would put you on the NSA list to monitor directly, right? Some words could easily be misconstrued, like exercise. If you're talking about going to a yoga class and you frequently use the word exercise, that was a trigger word. There was lots of trigger words that could be misconstrued as other things. And therefore, when you looked at all the trigger words, you just knew that they were casting this huge net and grabbing every bit of data that they could and then sifting through it, or just collecting it and keeping it for future use whenever they needed it. And I think it was the Dead Prepper that said the black SUVs are coming. No, bro, they show up in Nissans, very well dressed, very well spoken people. They will show you their badges. They show up in
buy
Nissans.
Your house.
Yeah, they look like they're coming to buy your house or get you to register for voting. They show up in a Nissan. They're really nice people. You should talk to them. Honestly, if they show up, be nice, be cordial. They're there to try and save our asses. You know, they deal with the literally the scourge of the earth. Some of the most dangerous people out there. I don't think they're. I think they're shown in a really bad light, and they've been given a really bad rap over the years. But I think there's a lot of good people out there trying to do good things and save lives and foil real shit. And we the people have to help them out. If we see something, we need to say something. If something's off, we need to speak up about it. That's how things get stopped, right?
So apparently there is a high-level category list to get flagged on YT. Apparently the word spam.
Well, it makes perfect sense, but my 344 subscribers will confirm that.
Unfortunately, it's misleading metadata. So there you go.
Misleading metadata.
It is clickbait. Clickbait titles, thumbnails, tags, unrelated to the video, or attempts to game recommendations.
There goes 90% of YouTube.
Bloop.
Is thing cool? I don't fucking know. And it's like videos like that where I'll hit the AI shit. I'll be like, summarized video. I ain't watching you bullshit, bro. I hate your clickbait.
No. I love the ones. Look at this fight, and then 20 minutes later of them talking bullshit. You get a 10-second clip of a blurry pair of people having a fight.
Yeah.
And
thanks, guys.
That's how like Facebook.
For the powers that be that are listening, entertainment purposes only. Eyeball fondue.
Yeah.
But those that really know.
It's like the melting pot, but
premium renewable sources.
Premium. That's so bad. Oh,
so,
that's awful. Well, we just went down the hill.
I wade through the dead every day. It's my job.
No, you'll be both.
I clean up after the three of you guys. I got to make a side hustle here.
Yeah, and here's the side hustle. So here's how it does. You know, I walk into a crowd of people, and I go like that. And then there are people behind me that just pick them up.
It's a collection.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we process them and ship them to where they need to go.
Load the rig, boys.
It's you know, if you want, it's a morbid form of reincarnation. Okay, it's you are pushing up the proverbial daisies. Your life energy is living again through others. There's nothing to be afraid of. When Trent walks into the room, let him take you, man. I will bring you across. He's gonna bring you to me. I will bring you across the river. I hope you got them 2 cents. You're gonna need it.
That's right. Gold coin.
Tariffs.
Gold coin. Yeah.
Always keep a couple bucks in your pocket because I'm gonna need it. And know that your earthly remains will be recycled in a green,
in a soylent way.
Soylent way.
More like premium cuts.
Premium.
Yeah.
I think we screwed up the algorithm at this point. The algorithm's like, I don't know what the hell these four fools are talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cannibals.
Talking about the AI summary, I was going back. I was addicted to it. I was going back to like our really old live streams, like We All Gonna Die Wednesday 50 and shit, and be like AI summary, and it makes us sound way more articulate and serious than we really are. It's like they're like the hosts are contemplating the difference between a simulation theory and some other thing, and they're on some AI thing, and it was like, wow, it makes us. I would watch this video now, but I know that,
and then
nowhere near that concise about it.
No. See, now I'm gonna have to go back and see that AI summary on some of mine.
Fascinating.
That's
it
what
would
I'm
be
doing
like
right now.
Contemplating the universe, and I'm like, look, stars.
I was watching. I just walked to the store to buy cigarettes and back, and it's like the creator constantly grouses about loud traffic and people that aren't paying attention while driving. It's like I definitely do that. It was funny.
Oh man.
I'm impressed. So
All right.
I said, give me a summary of vision preparedness on YouTube. And it said very eloquently, he's stupid. No, they said Vision Preparedness is a YouTube channel focused on emergency and survival preparedness aimed at helping viewers plan and gear up for crisis.
Okay, that's accurate.
Maybe.
Uh,
But they new freeze-dried products and dessert coming soon. Okay, well, yeah. There you go.
It didn't work for all of them. Some of them either didn't have. It relies on the transcript. So if your video's been transcripted, it seemed to be able to feed off of that.
Yeah.
And where that either didn't happen, it didn't work. And other ones, it was just like, don't know what this is, but this channel is about that. But some of them, it got really in depth. I was like, damn, we was talking that shit.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, no, we weren't.
Yes, you was.
The co-host is jokingly referring to China.
Apparently, it picked up on what the Livingston man and I have going on and calls it long-term food storage.
I mean, we're branching into the freeze dry market.
It's so renewable. It's so renewable.
The problem with freeze drying is
What do you think all them Wallaby bags are for?
it's energy inefficient, and not only that, but you get like
Thanks, Pete.
You need the 5-gallon bags, man.
you get crystallization of the muscle meat, and it turns it to mush. We haven't overcome how to flash freeze the
It's
product.
the meat glue.
I think we're just going to go old school on them and use salt.
Sure, and yeah, it's salt cured or fresh packed. So unfortunately, we haven't discovered a perfect long-term storage
Thank
solution
you,
yet.
Karen.
Yeah.
But premium, globally sourced ingredients. Okay, women-owned, child-exploited. I mean, these are blood diamonds. All right, this is the best of the best. You can't just buy this stuff anywhere.
Man.
You gotta know a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the banks will come for your stuff before anyone else.
Not if you don't
That
owe
was an
them nothing.
interesting. Wait, I didn't mean
Yeah,
to click that.
you really. I tell you what, right now, do what you can to get out of debt. That's a big one, man. That's a big one. Get out of debt as much as you can. But I am a believer that at one point in time, there will come a time where there would be a
I'm gonna
very
testify against them all.
a very opportunistic window
I'm a criminal informant.
to max the plastic, right? That time is going to come.
Everything.
That time is going to come. There's a time to max the plastic and then just leave it there because the apocalypse is right around the corner, and you can just you don't have all the cash to get the last couple of gas masks or whatever it is that you need, but
Oh yeah.
screw it, max
Well,
out
and
the
also,
Amazon card and order them
If
all.
you don't have a lot of running debt and there is an emergency,
Yeah,
you have room
that
on your
credit.
card, so to say,
Yep.
to buy
Rescue
what you
yourself.
may need at the last minute.
Exactly.
And not
Imagine
be in a bind.
nuclear bombs go off and like society has crumbled, and yet still somehow billionaire bankers have somehow managed to foreclose on your property. You want to talk about government continuity? Wait till money continuity.
Tell you what, if there's the apocalypse, who's going to go and repo the house? That would be a very dangerous job.
Oh, no.
The richest people on earth will be able to marshal the resources to pull this off because they already can without any government oversight and without any rule of law. You'll be subject to what we might call warlords in a third world country. I'm going to call manor lords here in America.
Yeah.
Oligarch
those-
overlords.
the ones they send out to come get your house, I mean, you guys don't understand. There's going to be one market that's going to be booming, and that's our market. Because we're going to be having food and specials daily.
I mean, we're thinking about putting it, going public on the stock market, but there's always like loopholes you got to run through. So we have to wait for society to collapse a little bit more so we can better navigate this Wall Street landscape. But in the meantime, we are still committed to providing the highest quality, globally sourced, women-owned, child-exploited product possible to our loyal customers, and we love you.
That's right. We do. Yeah.
So
Everybody in chat's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, CUCV Farmer, I'm not encouraging people to run up their debt and not pay them, but I do feel that there will come a time when people will no longer have to pay those debts, right? So everything is going to crumble to the point where there's nobody at the call centers, man. There's nobody to buy the debt. None of that's happening anymore. Survival is the only thing that matters, right? I think that's going to happen at some point during our lifetimes, where society literally crumbles to that point, right? Where survival is the only thing that matters. Where's your next meal coming from? Are you safe where you're at, right? Are you alive? Are you safe where you're at? Where's your next meal coming from? Those are going to be the three most important things in the world. And I am totally not encouraging people to run up their debt on their credit cards. But again, I feel a time will come where there will be a lot of folks who miss the opportunity to get the things that they need by just swiping that stupid fucking piece of plastic and never worrying about it again and having everything that they need at their fingertips versus suffering without, right? Because in preparedness, we know 2 is 1 and 1 is none. And when you have 4 people, that's a lot of fucking shit. That's a lot of shit. A family of 4 needs a lot of stuff to survive.
See that number that's highlighted?
What do you got? Livingston Man just looked up the global debt. September 2025 is approximately $338 trillion.
Hold on.
the global debt.
Yep, 338 trillion. Okay, how much money is there in the world? This depends upon the definition. It says there is around 120 to 150 trillion US dollars. Physical and currency in circulation is much less, about 8 trillion.
$8 trillion
in US,
currency.
just US currency, but the global debt.
How much money actually exists as well?
So here's the question: if all the countries are in debt, who's collecting the debt? Where did it go?
The bankers, the the not so federal reserves.
Yeah, the well, you know, the families. Yeah.
A high figure, $150 trillion in physical currency worldwide roughly exists. And yet, I'm going to hit the back button.
No. So this says the amount of money in existence varies significantly depending upon the definition used, but broadly, the global M2 money supply, cash, checking, and savings accounts. That's global M2 money supply, cash, checking, and savings accounts is around 123 trillion in early 2025. Other estimates for broader measures like M3 placed a figure higher, around 150 trillion, while physical currency alone is estimated around 6 trillion. So it's like $156 trillion.
So say we have $150 trillion, which is impossible to comprehend just about.
Right.
But that global debt exists at, what was the first one? $338 trillion.
Right. So there isn't even enough money in the world to pay it back.
To pay the debt.
Who the fuck do we owe this money to? The planet Jupiter or something?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody.
Yeah.
So as my esteemed colleague is saying, I'm not advocating for you to max out your plastic and get your shit you need now. I am going to go ahead and challenge you to justify how this system makes fucking sense at all.
No, debt is the currency.
Yeah, Christ my King. I totally get that.
Wow.
Christ my King has the
sense.
future currency right there. It's coffee, cigarettes, alcohol, sugar, salt, and water will be worth more than your gold or silver bar. Amen.
So
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, we are at that point. What do you guys think? You guys have any parting thoughts on today's topics?
Livingston, man, you go.
I'm going to go last on this one.
Okay. On today's topic, I gotta say, man, I really think this is
with the permission of our esteemed host.
This is going to the grease in the slippery slope, right? These cities are not reining in the lawlessness, so they're essentially just inviting the National Guard to come and deal with things, because obviously they can't get it under control on their own. It's going to expand. It's going to go further. The without rule of law meter is ticking up every day, right? It's ticking up every day. And I just want you guys to stay safe out there, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Stay safe. Come home to your family and take care of your family. And make sure you got enough stuff to take care of them, man. If you need anything, ask somebody here if they have a link to save you a couple bucks. Whatever we can do to help out, that's what we're here for. We appreciate you, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
and I have to agree with Mike. Don't play into their nonsense. First of all, take care of your family, your loved ones. Y'all are intelligent folks. Do what you need to do. Turn off the idiot box. Spend time with your loved ones.
It's happening.
You was getting ready to
that
have
scared me.
Yeah, you for some things, and I'm just like, wait a minute. There's
Happening.
yeah. Other than that, keep on prepping, folks, and just be ready for anything. Plain and simple. Y'all are smart. I appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Riot's bad, survival good. I like that. Livingston Man, why don't you close us out tonight?
We're all very smart people, and it's easy enough to see what's right in front of you, as long as you just open your eyes to it. This entire system is the equivalent of playing a rigged game against people who are cheating to boot. You can't win unless you're given some sort of unholy and just unlikely luck, but that's the way it works. Your reality now as an American, especially, and I'm going to speak to it on that alone. If you don't own property now, there's a real good chance you never will. If you're not rich now, there's a likely chance you'll never be. But if you can provide for your own basic needs, you are actually rich. You actually have the most essential thing. Keep doing what you are doing. All of us have survived proverbially all this time, the whole time. We're all still here till tomorrow anyway. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your chin up, stiff upper lip, watch your six, and just, but I ask you, I demand of you, keep an open mind and open your eyes and see what's actually in front of you. The writing is on the wall, and you can read it if you choose to.
It doesn't hurt to read something you disagree with, just to check yourself.
Yep.
Without a doubt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that very wise note, the Four Horsemen wish you a good night, and we will see you next week on I forgot whose channel.
Somebody's channel.
That guy.
The man.
I had a schedule.
Yeah, we screwed it up.
The man who started it all. Vision.
Be good.
Preparedness.
Be safe, and we will see you all on Vision's channel next week.
There you go.
Y'all take care.
Kimmy. TCU at South Bay going to Bay Harbor Hospital, 923045.
Alpha team, this is Echo team. Level 1 is clear. Copy that, I go. Proceed with caution. 10-4. Alpha team, this is Echo team. 75 subject, 1096. It seems to be eating another person. 26. Copy Echo team, 10-0. Keep an eye out on your 6. Where there's one, there's more. Delta team, 2-3 backup requested with full riot gear. Situation is 1034. Copy that, Delta team.
Affirmative.